We begin tonight with developing news out of Birmingham, where police are on the scene of an active shooting. Our Chris Womack is live on the scene in West Birmingham. So Chris, what can you tell us?
Well, Shanisty, because this investigation is still ongoing, the police aren't telling us much available. Shanisty, back to you.
Chris, thank you. In other news, student records were found inside an old school building, and it has neighbors worried that personal information on former students may be in jeopardy. CBS 42's Tiffany Westry joins us live in the newsroom. Tiffany, you stopped by the school today, so what did you find?
Well, Shanisty, thanks, Middle.
Now, Tiffany, is there any word on when the school board or the city plans to secure the building or actually remove those documents?
Well, Shanisty, Michelle Chapman is.
Tiffany, thank you. Well, summer is finally here. The first official weekend of the season is bringing some sunshine. Meteorologist Mark Prater's in today. Mark, a nice day to hit the pool, maybe a barbecue. What do you think?
Yeah, anything outside. It's a little hot, but it's summer for you coming up in just a bit. Shan?
Thanks, Mark. Authorities are trying to identify the body of a man found dead this morning in Birmingham. The body was found with a gunshot wound at the intersection of Almeda Avenue and 17th Way Southwest around 2:45 this morning. The Jefferson County Coroner's Office is performing an autopsy. A Florida judge issued a key ruling today ahead of George Zimmerman's murder trial, which will begin on Monday. Christina Mutchler has the details on the latest development, which could bring some big changes for both sides in this highly anticipated trial. Miles College is one of the Magic City's most beloved institutions, and now the school has reached a new milestone. The college is accredited by the Southern Association of College and Schools Commission. This opportunity only comes once every 10 years and requires years of self-evaluation and improvement. College President Dr. George French Jr. says the long process has made an already respected school in the community that much better. Accreditation not only determines the quality of an educational program, but it also is needed for a school to receive a title for federal funding. Some local thespians are exiting stage left and donning a different kind of garb today. Members of the Red Mountain Theater Company rolled up their sleeves as they took a break from their production of 42nd Street to help beautify, you guessed it, 42nd Street. The cast is joining the South Avondale Neighborhood Association to plant shrubbery and flowers at Avondale Park. Executive Director Keith Cromwell says the company was honored to be invited to participate. And if you would like to check out the actors on the stage, the Red Mountain production of 42nd Street runs through August. Still ahead, a community is coming together to form a new chapter on the NAACP as they await a key Supreme Court ruling. And produce is usually better when you grow it yourself. We'll tell you about a new community garden. And LaRon McClain is back in Tuscaloosa for his annual youth football camp. We'll hear from the former Alabama player later in sports. The U.S. Supreme Court could issue a ruling in a case that ensures voting rights for citizens of Shelby County as early as this week. The recent controversy has inspired neighbors in Shelby County to create their own branch of the NAACP. Now, organizers of the movement say having a branch will help protect civil rights in their community and hope to gain members at meetings like this one. The city of Calera is hoping to get out from under Section 5 of the 1965 Voting Rights Act. The case was argued before the court in February. Supporters of Section 5 believe it to be the strongest legislation to pass during the civil rights era. Well, when it comes to fresh vegetables, they usually taste the best when you grow them yourself, but that can be difficult in many neighborhoods. Now neighbors in the Smithfield Manor community are encouraged to get out and grow their own produce in a common location. Lewis McCarthy sees the garden as a way to get the community back on their feet after a rough transition following the April 27th tornadoes. Mark, every year I say this is going to be the year I'm going to start a garden. And it never happens.
I can walk through a greenhouse and things wilt. I just don't have the touch.
I don't either. What's up with that?
I don't know. I think there are some people gifted with that green thumb.
Yeah.
We're not them.
That's unfortunate.
But the weather's, it's now turning to where it's that time of the year. Good.
Follow two shootings in West Birmingham tonight. Our Chris Womack is live to bring us up to date on the latest in the investigation. Chris.
Shanisty, we're receiving new information about the second incident that happened just blocks away from where we are right now. According to Sergeant Von Rick Slaughter with the Birmingham Police Department, the incident happened at 1117 Cotton Avenue when an argument between two acquaintances led to gunshots being fired. The victim is said to be in his mid to late 20s. He was taken to UAB. No word on his condition. The suspect is said to have fled the scene in a gold Nissan Maxima. And of course, this comes on the heels of what happened here at 824 Graymont Avenue West, where a 56-year-old man was shot during an attempted robbery. Those three suspects are also still on the loose. So stay with CBS 42 and CBS42.com for any updates to these stories. Shanisty?
Chris, thank you, and be sure to join us tonight at 10 for the latest on that investigation as well.
Yeah, and it feels like summer outside now that we're officially into the season. Temperatures across the area in the mid and upper 80s from central Alabama, roughly from the I-65 corridor west. A few of you in the lower 80s, but it will be dry. There is no rain across our area and none expected through the night tonight. But I'll have more on the heat up headed our way if you missed it earlier, coming up tonight at 10.
All right, Mark, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We will see you tonight at 10.